On this episode, couple arrested when drugs fell out of suspect's fake pregnant belly. Also, a driver accused of dragging an NYPD officer and running over the second one. That starts right now on Chris Talks. Let's get into it.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed. All right. What's up, listeners? How are y'all doing? What's up? How you doing? My name is Chris Talks. I am your host with the most. Okay, so let's get right into this first story, which is a couple who was arrested, right, during a drug bust. They was arrested during a drug bust, and the drugs was stuffed into this fake belly, this fake pregnant belly. Ed, this one I have to give props to you. This one is like, all right. Did you get it straight, Ed? All right, thank you. This one is Ed. Really. This one is seriously crazy. All right. When Ed brought this to my attention, I was like, "What? Are you serious? A couple getting arrested during the drug bust, okay? And during the drug bust, the drugs are found in what's supposed to be a pregnant belly. Now, I don't know if y'all know it, but a lot of people have tried this. Like a lot of what would I say? Cartels. All right, a lot of different cartels, Mexican cartels, all these Italian, black, all these different cartels have tried this thing. These things, like during airports and all that stuff, they have tried these things. So to me, when I heard this story, I was like, this is crazy. A crazy story. But before I go further, what's up, listeners? Ed, can you please, whatever. What's up, listeners? And what is up, Ed? How you doing, man? You doing good? All right, good. Okay. I want to mention that. Okay, so the other night, before we get into the story, I do want to mention this. The other night, I went to BBQs. This is something I did not know about BBQs. Okay, I did not know the BBQs has a karaoke night. Like you go. Yes, I did not know BBQs had like a karaoke night. And yo, I'm gonna tell you this. It was awesome. If you have not been to BBQs, I would advise you to go to BBQs no matter what state or is BBQs in every state at? We gotta look that up. You're gonna have to put that on the screen. Because we gotta find out if BBQs is in every state. We in New York State, so I know we in New York City, so there was a BBQs. We went to BBQs in Manhattan. Nah, please. So y'all do know I did not go with Ed. Okay, I went with family. I went with friends, and we went to BBQs in Manhattan, and That ish was tight, bro. They had the whole thing set up and all that. Like, yo, it was, yeah, it was real nice. BBQs, and they got that karaoke. Listen, if you ain't never been to BBQs, I will advise you to go to BBQs. All right, Ed. Let's get into this story. Okay, this is a couple who was arrested, right? For basically trying to smuggle drugs and a fake pregnant belly. All right, Ed, play it. This is our AI. Good girl, make it swirl. Do what you do, girl. Play it out. Let's go, Ed. Hit it.
Congratulations, it's a bag of cocaine. 2 people were recently accused of trafficking more than 1,500 grams of cocaine through South Carolina after the drugs fell out of a fake pregnancy belly being worn by one of the alleged dealers. The Anderson County Sheriff's Office said deputies first pulled over Anthony Miller and Smika Mitchum during a proactive patrol on Interstate 85. Police said red flags were then raised when the officers asked about the apparent pregnant woman's due date, and the 2 suspects provided conflicting information. Deputies said that as they grew more suspicious, Mitchum realized the officers weren't buying their story and immediately took off from the car. The drugs Mitchum was hiding inside her fake rubber stomach fell out when she sprinted away, with officers catching her in the contraband. The sheriff's office estimated that the couple was hiding more than 1,500 grams of cocaine during the traffic stop. Both Miller and Mitchum were arrested and are facing cocaine trafficking charges. Interstate 85 has been a popular route for drug traffickers through Anderson County, with several busts reported this year. In February, police arrested a man who allegedly trafficked more than 400 grams of cocaine, with another bust in March seizing a record 108 pounds of coke. WYFF4 said. Last month, Anderson County deputies also seized more than 48 pounds of drugs from another duo during a traffic stop on I-85.
Dang! Dang! Did you hear that? It was like, what he said, for like 400 grams? No, he said, check it. 1,500 grams. Come on! Are you serious? Are you serious? These people, they trying to get their money. They are trying to get their money. They are not playing. They trying to get that bread. Dang, that's a lot. Hey, that is a lot. 1,500 grams. Dang, and the other one was below that. The other one was like 4 and change. But dang, these people, they are, listen. Listen, I don't know. And what's crazy is, okay, so, can you pull that up on the big screen again? No. Go back to the pictures again on the big screen. Yeah, thank you. All right, and this is the crazy part. Looking at this article, okay, but this type of stuff, it happens. Before I get right into it. No, let me get right into it first. These ninjas are black. Okay. I forgot. These ninjas have lots of melanin. Lots of it. So these ninjas got some melanin in them. Okay? Now, that little prosthetic, pregnancy fake womb that they was carrying had no melanin in it. Can we, I'm looking at the picture, can we put this again on the list of the dumbest melanin ninjas in the world? Because that don't make no sense. How do you have? How are you? You got so much melanin in you, and you're dark. Okay, you have color to you. You go and you pick out of all of them. You pick out the one. You pick out this fake pregnancy belly with no melanin in it. You got melanin, and you pick out this one with no. That is so foolish. That is so sick. And I don't know. This should go on the world's dumbest criminals, because this is so dumb, and it is so sick that you are dark-skinned with melanin, and you go pick out a light skin. That is. I keep on repeating it because I know that's how dumb it is. This is how dumb I think this is. This crime made no sense to think that you was going to get through with this. That you was actually going, like you was going to get like, boom, oh, I'm going to get past whatever. That don't make no sense. As soon as I lift up your shirt and I see that baby when I see the belly with non-melanin, you're automatically arrested. Because you got melanin and you got melanin. It's not funny, Ed. You got melanin and your belly ain't got no melanin. And you and your supposed baby father are dark as hell. And you got a light belly. Please, Ed, please. These two guys, this is my joint on it. Okay? These two people, this female and this male, trying to traffic drugs, are fools. Plain and simple. There's nothing else I can say about that. Yes, that is my full opinion on that. These two people are fools to think that they was going to transport drugs in that manner. And they're old. They're so old. If you look at their faces, these people, forget it. I'm done with it. Next story. Okay. Driver accused of dragging an NYPD officer and running over the second officer. This is some crazy joint. Alright? Crazy. Alright, I forgot to mention that first story comes to us by the New York Post. Okay? Now, listen, if you like this content and would like to hear more of it, please hit that like, subscribe, and those notifications. All the links and everything are on your screen right now, so you can contact us through those different ways. Let's get into the second story, okay? Yeah, let's definitely get into this second story. Oh, before we do get into that, also I'm gonna thank all my subscribers and also my new subscribers. Yes, hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Also, we do put out, what's the right word I'm looking for? Ed, I am slow today. Yes, I didn't eat, man. I'm slow today. Check us out on Facebook, where we put up inspirational and motivational content to help you through your day. That is posted, I think, mostly every day, right? Yeah, mostly every day. Okay, this episode will also be featured on Facebook and YouTube. Alright, let's get into the second story, Ed. Let's get into it, because this one is like, it's crazy. Do you have the story? Do you have it up? All right. All right. This story brings us to New York. All right. Hey, yeah, good girl, bring us to hell. Hit us with that story. Let's hear what you got to say. Speak it. Hit it, Ed.
Authorities allege that a driver fled from a car stop and crashed the sedan into a tree while an NYPD officer was clinging to the vehicle's door during a wild chase in Silver Lake. The suspect, Anthony Fils, 26, of Brook Street in Tompkinsville, drove over a second cop's foot and hurled numerous threats and insults at officers in connection with his arrest. Prosecutors allege in court documents, his accomplice, Abby Lauren, 24, of the same address on Brook Street, allegedly kicked a female officer in the left thigh as she was being searched in connection with her apprehension. According to court documents, after the two suspects were transported to the 120th Precinct Station House in St. George, officers allege they seized a clear bag containing pink vials of crack cocaine from Lauren's waistband. Authorities allege that drugs were recovered from the car in connection with the episode that began on February 19 at about 7:25 p.m. in the vicinity of Victory Boulevard and Lewis Street. Fils was behind the wheel of a gray 2014 Volkswagen Jetta with passengers that included Lauren in the front passenger seat and a child in the back seat. According to court documents, an officer noticed that the Volkswagen had windows that were excessively tinted and an officer in uniform approached and initiated a car stop. Fils showed a New York State identification card and a check by police indicated that there was an outstanding warrant for the 26-year-old man. Court documents allege, Fils then sped away with a male officer hanging onto the open driver's side door as the car ran over a female officer's foot. Authorities allege, despite multiple commands for the driver to stop the car, he allegedly crashed the sedan into a tree while dragging the male officer. According to court documents include numerous statements that the suspect allegedly made to police. Fils repeatedly questioned why he was being arrested, denied having an outstanding warrant, accused officers of lying and threatened to spit on one of the cops who was trying to apprehend him. Authorities allege, "Can y'all let me go?" Court documents quote Fils as saying to police, "I will spit on you right now. Bro, y'all have to hold me, what am I going to do? Run." He stopped us for a random stop. He said it was over tints. "Do not touch me. Y'all don't have a reason to arrest me. I'm going to wild out. Get off of me. Do not touch me. I have nothing on me." Court documents allege that police searched the car the next day and recovered multiple vials in various colors that were tainted with cocaine residue. The officer who was dragged suffered injuries that included swelling and pain to various parts of his body, including swelling of his face and neck, pain in his head and back, and lacerations to a hand. Authorities say, the female officer suffered bruising, swelling and pain in her foot. Court documents do not list any injuries suffered by the officer who was kicked. Fils was indicted on charges that include criminal possession of a narcotic drug with intent to sell, criminal possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful fleeing from a police officer, obstructing governmental administration, assault, acting in a manner injurious to a child, reckless endangerment, and criminal use of drug paraphernalia. Bond has been set at $250,000 per $100,000 cash for Fils, who is being held at Rikers Island. According to public records, Lauren has been indicted on charges that include criminal use of drug paraphernalia, assault, criminal possession of a narcotic drug with intent to sell, criminal possession of a narcotic drug, and obstructing governmental administration. She has been released under supervision. Both suspects pleaded not guilty on March 2 and are due to appear in state Supreme Court, St. George, on May 18, according to public records. Attorneys for the defendants did not immediately respond to requests for comments.
Oh my goodness, dude. I ain't no lawyer, but I will tell you this. This guy is. Hold on, I'm sorry, I had to adjust my mic. This guy is definitely, and this girl is definitely probably gonna go to jail. If they don't, their child is more than likely going to be taken away. And I'm sorry to say that. That just how it is, and where was this? Where did this happen at? Ed? Can you bring this up on the big screen again? This happened in New York, and this happened in Staten Island, New York. Listen, people in New York State, the laws for custody of children. Excuse me, I had to burp. Sorry, Ed, I had to burp. It is crazy. It's crazy. And especially in a case like this, there is a very, very, very high risk chance that they might lose their kids, whether they face jail time or not. And it's sad that there's kids involved in this situation, but I mean, come on. Now, running over the first officer, I could tell you the dude was bugging out because he knew he had drugs in the car. That was the bug out. Now, the second, the girl, I think she had warrants. Yeah, I think she had warrants. Can you scroll down and scroll down on the big screen? Yeah, I think she had warrants. So, just go in for your warrants. If you get busted, all right, this to all my listeners, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't care what you do or whatever. If you get busted and you know you're busted, you literally know that you're busted. Okay? Your best bet is just to cooperate. Listen, no, Ed, I'm not putting that out there because, listen, I understand. People want to fight back. But if you fight back, you're just going to catch another case. This person chose to fight back. And what did they do? They caught more cases. They caught felony cases. Now, if you're busted, you're busted. You take that chance when you walk out the door. You take the chance. You know you got drugs in your car. You know you driving with a suspended license. You know you're doing this. You know you're doing that. You know you got these things on you. And if you don't know that you have these things on you, I mean, that's a different story. But they knew that they had these things there. They knew that they had these things on them. They still proceeded. Yeah, can you turn that down a little bit, Ed? Just a little bit. Thank you. They still proceeded. Thank you. They still proceeded to continue on and do what they were doing. So both the male and the female is guilty in this situation, and 9 times out of 10, they got a lot of melanin in them. Because this was, again, you brought me 3 foolish criminals. 3 foolish criminals. 3 of them. 3 foolish criminals. Because this was a foolish act. Why not send somebody with I'm not even going to go into it. But this was dumb. You got busted. You try to run over one officer. Okay. Then you try to run over the second officer. And then you crashed and got in the chase. How dumbest criminals. That's all I can say is, you know the episode of Dumbest Criminals? Yeah, you know that series. That's what these people should be on. Because that was dumb. of what you was doing. Yo, listen, if you gonna run, run. Don't try to take somebody's life in the process. I wouldn't even stop for the officers. If I knew I was dirty like that, if I knew that my car was dirty like that, I wouldn't even stop. I would have kept on driving. That's just my personal opinion. I would have kept on driving. I wouldn't even stop. I would have kept on driving, and I would have tried to get away. I would have tried to ditch the drugs or whatever I had in the car. I would have tried to ditch it, whatever. All right, whatever. All right, but this was a foolish act, and the running that they did. I know a lot of people are not thinking about this, but the running that they did, it don't matter where you at. It could have caused the death of a lot of people. So keep that in mind. When you running, to all the criminals, when you running, I know you don't care at that moment, but when you're running, especially during the day. Did this happen during the day? Yes, this happened. All right, so this happened during the day. So during the day when most people are out, come on, dude, you can kill many people, and I'm just saying, you can kill a lot of people with a vehicle when you're running. Whether it's intentionally or unintentionally, you can harm a lot of people. All right, so that's what I got to say about that. All right, everybody, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this episode. All the links and stuff that you can reach me at, they right there. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button if you like this content. Also, those donations, we do appreciate the donations that you send us. Oh yeah, I will address that right now. Okay, so as far as the as far as the Let's Talks, okay, we're still what was it? It wasn't a Let's Talk. That was a different one that we started, right? As far as the Ask Chris, yes. As far as the Ask Chris, we are still working on that. We did put out some stuff. It did come back, but a lot of the questions were personal. So, if y'all, for those who are on, I don't know how Ed is doing this, but for those who are on that, and when you're submitting your stuff, please do not let the questions be personal. Please do not ask me personal questions about myself. Please let the questions be like general, like general questions, and then based off my experiences and stuff like that, then I will answer them. But when you are doing personal questions and about we got about how many questions, Ed? 15? Yeah, about 15 questions. 10 of them were, after I reviewed them and I was going to answer them, 10 of them was kind of like, crossing the line of being personal. So, until we get the right questions, I'm not going to start Ask Chris. But I do have some that I would like to put out, and okay, I'm not even going to mention that. Okay, I'm not going to mention that. Listen, I want to thank everybody for listening to this episode. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I thank you so much. Also, stay blessed, not stressed. Until next episode, you guys, peace.